welcome. You're watching the Business Today show with me, Sakshi Batra. First up, the top news we're tracking for you tonight. The travel and tourism sector is all set for this big festive boost this year. Hotel tariffs zoom and airfares also skyrocket as tourist numbers are expected to exceed pre-COVID numbers. Markets end three-day losing run. Sensex up 261 points. The Nifty gains 80 points. Traders still nervous about West Asia, but buying in banking and financial stocks helps the indices. Maximum number of Demat accounts opened in September since January of 2022. Motilal Oswal report says 31 lakh new trading accounts opened. Average daily trading volumes on the NSE at a new high of 335 lakh crore rupees. Maruti to issue preference shares to parent Suzuki Motors to buy the Gujarat manufacturing plant. Facility is valued at 12,800 crore rupees. Suzuki's stake in Maruti to increase by around 1.7%. Tata Motors announces its festive push by finally launching its facelifted Safari and Harrier. Prices start at 15.5 lakh rupees. Both the SUVs secure 5 stars in global NCAP ratings. Straight on to the top story tonight. The festive season this year could set the new benchmarks for the travel and tourism industry. 3 days into the season and all signals point to the number of tourists exceeding pre-COVID levels. Hotel tariffs are hitting new highs. Airline fares are also skyrocketing. Train tickets have waiting lists exceeding into hundreds as well. Some estimates even forecast creation of thousands of new jobs due to this travel bonanza. A short while ago, I spoke to the big name in the tourism industry, Neeraj Singh, Executive Vice President, E-Commerce India and Short-Haul Holidays, Thomas Cook India and SOTC Travel for a deeper insight into the big takeaways this season. Here's an excerpt. How is the demand really shaping up when it comes to travel and tourism trends this festive season vis-a-vis the last time around?
Yeah, thank you, Business Today team, and it's a pleasure being with you. And the travel trend always is a very exciting time. Travel, especially during the festive period. We have different festive periods which are happening in October and continue till Christmas and New Year season. You have east of India traveling throughout the world and within India during Durga Puja holidays, and followed by we have Dasara break coming in next week, and then followed by Diwali vacation, and which after that we have honeymoon, the marriage season in India, which is the honeymoon period follows the marriage season, and after that we have Christmas and New Year. So it's an exciting time, especially for the travelers, and we will see a lot of travel happening within India as well as internationally.
So how are the bookings and the inquiries really picking up, and how does it compare over last year?
So if I compare this with the last year, I think the inquiry trend and the booking trend, what we are seeing is at least up by 50% compared to October to December last year quarter. And the demand is, universally spread, and we are seeing a strong demand for India. We are also seeing a strong demand for short-haul destinations like Southeast Asia, Middle East, and CIS countries. And we are also seeing a very strong demand for countries like Australia and Europe.
Okay. Any new trends that you've spotted this season, Mr. Singh? And is there any increased appetite for, say, exclusive and premium experiences? Because we've been seeing that in various other sectors, like real estate sector, we're seeing heightened demand for the luxury homes this time around. So people with the high-end capacity are actually going ahead for the most premium experiences. Does that thing reflect even in the tourism and the travel space as well?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, this is the first time within India you have 2 international luxury cruise liners, which are, which will be sailing from Mumbai, and they will be covering destinations like Goa, Cochin, and Lakshadweep. These cruise liners are Costa Cruises International, they are internationally recognized cruise liners, as well as Cordelia Cruises, which will be sailing from Mumbai for the period of November to December and continuing till January, February, March. So these are the new, the products which first time international cruise liners are sailing from India. So consumers from India, they don't need any passports, they don't need any visas. They can, take the cruising experience while, not having the visa. They can avoid the visas and passports. So I think this is a great opportunity. Apart from that, the destinations like Rajasthan, Andaman, the Goa, Kerala, these destinations, and Kashmir, of course, these destinations are very popular during October to December period, during the festive period, and we are seeing a very strong demand. This is as far as India is concerned. When it comes to international, we see a very strong demand for Southeast Asia. We are seeing a strong demand for destinations like Japan. Japan is for premium customers. People, because of the ticket item, because of the tourist cost. And apart from that, what we have seen, new trends are the destinations in CIS countries like Azerbaijan, Georgia, Uzbekistan. These are some of the destinations which are trending, where we have the direct connectivity of being, from the foreign airlines as well as Indian airlines, which are started flying to these sectors. So we are seeing a very brisk and demand for these destinations.
Okay. Any festive offers that you are planning to launch or have already launched to reap the benefits of the heightened demand this time?
Yes. So we already have the, the cruise buy one get one offers, which are currently, are available on our website and our retail branches throughout India. And we also have, partnered with Cathay Pacific for Fly Free campaign to Hong Kong. And Hong Kong has fully recovered, and Hong Kong is fully open for Indian visitors. You don't require any visa. So these are some of the offers which I'm talking about. Apart from that, we, every weekend we continuously, giving new offers to customers, and very soon we will be coming out for more offers during Diwali period and Christmas New Year period for customers to travel within India as well as in short-haul destinations.
Then tell us, what is the split between business and leisure travel this time around? And is there any change vis-a-vis the last few years as a trend shaping up? Also tell us, what is the uptick that you have seen on an average spend by, a traveler this time around?
Yes, so the average, as far as answering your second question, the average spend, we are expecting average spend to go at least higher by 20 to 25% from consumers on account of, the increase on the, the exchange rate of dollars and euros, and, the higher airfares. And some of the airlines have also, to offset the higher fuel costs, some of the airlines have increased the fuel surcharges in the range of 2 to 3%. So overall, the impact, what we see from summer season to winter season, what we would see, or compared to, I would say, pre-pandemic, we would have a higher cost of 20 to 25%.
And now let's take a look at how the markets really performed in today's trading session. And equity indices bounced back today after falling for 3 days amid positive global cues. A better than expected quarterly earnings from major players like HDFC Bank lifted the investor mood. Also, investors are still cautious on the ongoing war in the Middle East, and therefore the Sensex closed just about 0.4% higher in trade at about 261 points higher at 66,428. Meanwhile, the Nifty also closed 80 points above to settle the trade at 19,812. Remember, the top Nifty gainers in today's trade were some power stocks like Power Grid and also NTPC, Coal India. We had BPCL, SBI Life and HDFC Life also among the top gainers. The top laggards included names such as Tata Motors, L&T, UPL and also IndusInd Bank and TCS. And returning to the theme of festivities now, there are some big name stocks which are available in the markets at a huge discount. We identified a few of these festive stocks and spoke to market expert Hemang Jani about them. So let's start off with your list first. Talk about the first stock that you've picked out where there is enough value that investors can even look at in today's trading session.
Actually, I have shortlisted three names. The first one is Ambuja Cement, which is down almost 26% from the 52-week high. And the cement sector outlook is good, and particularly Ambuja, given the kind of recent acquisitions that they've done, and the volume growth picture continues to look very good. Margins also are going to remain okay because the commodity prices have really come off from the high. So this is one space that we like. Ambuja has corrected and is looking quite attractive at this price point. We're looking at about 18% kind of an upside there. Another one is Gujarat Gas, which is down 21% from the 52-week high. And, both the volume and the margin remains quite good for a company like Gujarat Gas because propane, competition that was there, now there is a bit of a parity. So this is another good fundamentally sound stock. And the last one is an NBFC company, Poonawalla Fincorp, which has corrected almost about 16% from the 52-week high. Very high growth-oriented company. And if I have to give you a parallel, it is a smaller version of the Bajaj Finance of the world. And next 2 to 3 years, the company can grow more than 35% in terms of AUM, in terms of earnings. So this is one stock that we like, which has corrected in the last, let's say, about 6 to 8 years.
Anything that attracts you at this point in time when it comes to the new age basket, and any stocks from this space that you'd like to consider even at these levels?
From the names that you shortlisted, Paytm is something that we like, and in the recent past, the stock has actually shot up. It's almost about 35-40% higher, but given the kind of data points that we are tracking on a monthly basis in terms of users, and more importantly, the path to profitability with the financial services vertical, the wealth part, which has started contributing in a meaningful way, we think that the traction in terms of the profitability will grow from here on. So we do like Paytm even at current price point. We think that a 20-25% kind of an upside is very much likely over there.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has sought investments in the country's maritime sector. Addressing in an event in Mumbai, the Prime Minister invited global investors to India, Middle East, European corridor and also pushed GIFT City in Gujarat as a global ship leasing hub.
इस कॉरिडोर से बिजनेस कॉस्ट कम होगी, लॉजिस्टिकल एफिशिएंसी बढ़ेगी, पर्यावरण का नुकसान कम होगा और बड़ी संख्या में जॉब्स का भी निर्माण होगा। इन्वेस्टर्स के पास ये एक बड़ा अवसर है कि वो भारत के साथ जुड़कर इस अभियान का हिस्सा बने। गुजरात के आधुनिक गिफ्ट सिटी ने शिप लीजिंग को एक प्रमुख फाइनेंशियल सर्विस के तौर पर लॉन्च किया है। गिफ्ट आईएफएससी द्वारा शिप लीजिंग कंपनियों को अनेक तरह की छूट भी दी जा रही है। मुझे खुशी है कि दुनिया की 4 ग्लोबल शिप लीजिंग कंपनीज गिफ्ट आईएफएससी के साथ रजिस्टर भी करा चुकी है। मैं इस समिट में आई अन्य शिप लीजिंग कंपनी से भी गिफ्ट आईएफएससी के साथ जुड़ने का आह्वान करूंगा।
And at least 2 proxy advisory firms are opposing the appointment of Anant Ambani on the board of Reliance Industries. Anant Ambani is the youngest of Mukesh Ambani's children, and voting is currently underway on a resolution to appoint him to the RIL board. The shareholder vote closes on 26th of October. According to agency reports, Institutional Shareholder Services, an international proxy advisory firm, has recommended that shareholders vote against the proposal, saying that Anant Ambani's limited leadership leadership and board experience of around 6 years raises concerns on his potential contribution to the board. The advisory firm has also backed the board appointments of his elder siblings Isha and Akash Ambani. Another Mumbai-based company, the Institutional Investor Advisory Services, had in an earlier report also said that at least 28 years of age, appointment of Anant Ambani did not align with the voting guidelines as well. Reliance Industries, meanwhile, maintains that Anant has the relevant experience and maturity to add value to the board deliberations, given his participation in the company's businesses and the grooming he has already received from senior leadership over the years. Another international proxy firm, Glass Lewis, is also in favor of Anant Ambani's appointment, saying that it did not single out Anant Ambani from the other siblings based on experience. It also added that Isha and Akash Ambani are just 3 years older than Anant, with similar professional experiences. And Maruti Suzuki shares rose in trade today after the company's board approved a proposal to buy a manufacturing plant from its Japanese parent. Maruti Suzuki will issue shares worth 128 billion rupees to Suzuki Motor to buy the manufacturing plant located in Gujarat. This is the first time that Maruti has disclosed a value for the plant. Maruti will also issue 12.3 million preference shares at 10,000 for 20 rupees each, which is a 2.7% discount to the stock's closing price on Monday. The share issue will also raise Suzuki's stake in Maruti to 58.19% from the existing 56.48%. Since 2014, Suzuki has invested about 180 billion rupees in the plant which manufactures cars for Maruti. The plant began operations in 2017 and has an annual capacity of 750,000 units. Maruti has said it expects that full ownership of the plant will give it a better grip on production, including of electric vehicles, and help it adjust production to changes in demand. And Tata Motors today also launched the facelifted versions of its flagship SUVs, the Safari and the Harrier. Both the new vehicles get updated exteriors and considerably spruced up interiors as well. The engines and the other mechanicals, however, remain the same. Both the cars also are ADAS Level 1 functionality with features such as forward collision warning, autonomous emergency braking, traffic sign recognition and rear collision warning as well. Other features also include dual zone climate control, panoramic sunroof, the 10-speaker JBL audio system, connected car tech, gesture-controlled powered tailgate, as well as many more features. While the Safari is priced between 16.1 lakh to about 24.5 lakh rupees, the Harrier starts at a lower price point of 15.5 lakh rupees, with the top variant retailing at 24.5 lakh rupees. These vehicles are pitted against Mahindra's XUV 700, while Jeep Compass and also the Hyundai Alcazar. And here's an excerpt from the conversation that Business Today Television's Chetan Bhutani had with Shailesh Chandra, the MD of Tata Motors Passenger Vehicles Limited, about the launches which come at a time for the festive season and also the future plans as well.
But I think the biggest differentiation which has come in these two products is on the safety, both in passive safety as well as active safety, which is on the ADAS 12 features that we have brought, but a significant strengthening of the whole structure of the vehicle. Both in combination has made these two cars rated 5-star by GNCAP. But not only that, this is the highest rating that any car in India which have been offered for GNCAP has secured. So therefore, I think the two cars ahead of the festive season, I think the launch is very timely because this is the time of the year when there are many customers looking to buy a car. And when you come with segment leading features, when you have all comfort, technology, safety embedded in your new upgrade, I think this is the right time to launch.
Absolutely, sir. If I come on to the safety aspect, Indians are considerably getting very serious about safety, sir. You have offered it to the GNCAP, but what about BNCAP, the Bharat NCAP? Are you going to offer to them as well?
Yeah, see, for us, commitment to safety is the highest. I mean, than any other manufacturer. That is very well proven that we have the entire range which have been tested for GNCAP rating, right? And all of them are 4-star or 5-star rated. Most of them are 5-star rated cars. There's no question that these will be offered for the BN cap. It just got enforced on 1st October, and we are doing the needful to offer them for BN cap also. So yes, absolutely.
If I come back to the festive season, sir, how good is the company performing? How good are the sales looking like, and how positive are you towards the end of the festive season?
The first 2 days of Navratri, I think, has been very strong and in line and slightly better than what we had expected. So I hope that the rest of the festive season, ending with Diwali, I think should be strong. That's the expectation, and keeping fingers crossed.
Sure, sir. So, are you also anticipating any impact of the geopolitical conditions on the oil or the demand or the component side? Any impact are you foreseeing?
We are watching the space closely. I would say that there's definitely an impending risk that we see, but we'll keep monitoring the situation.
Sure, sir. So also, if I come back on the flex fuel and hydrogen, areas are concerned, the government is very serious. They are talking about the flex fuel norms, and of course, the BS7 also. So, do you think Tata Motors would be able to catch up towards the hydrogen space as well and flex fuel as well?
You know, we are very clear that hydrogen fuel cell is not something which is going to come in cars,
right?
Viably, and it is very much a powertrain which has come closer to commercialization, and with a value proposition in long haulage application or a urban bus in the commercial vehicle segment, and that is where Tata Motors is literally leading in that sense, I would say. But in cars, we are not thinking of hydrogen fuel cell.
Sure. Also, sir, with these two launches, are you anticipating your increase in market share by how much percentage?
No comments on that. I would say it would be very speculative because we have to go through the demand discovery phase in terms of how people have liked this. Right now, we sell about 4,500 to 4,700 per month, the combo of Harrier Safari. We definitely hope to see better demand now, given that these are now flagship products with segment-leading features.
All right, and with that, we will wrap up this special edition right here. Many thanks for tuning in, but do stay tuned on to India Today to catch all the updates from the world of news.